Richard Iott, candidate for Congress in Ohio. He received a bunch of attention when his former membership in, I think the pronunciation is Viking. It's like Viking with a W. Was brought to the forefront. This is a group that reenacts the experiences of the Nazi 5th SS Panzer Division. Iott told The Atlantic that his interest was historical only, and he absolutely does not agree with the tenets of Nazism. There's pictures of Iott dressed as an SS officer, and I'm going to put that picture up for our television audience. That is him right there, kind of the shorter guy in the middle, next to the guy in the skirt. As funny as that may sound. Kilt, I guess, Lewis, is the correct term. And he said, you know what, this is just a historical thing. I don't agree with Nazism at all. I wanted to do the reenactments, and I want to make sure my kids know about it. You know, to me, the first thing I think of if I want to teach a kid about Nazism is not to dress like an SS guy.
I don't think it takes much common sense to realize that if you're running for office or plan to run for office at any point in your life, you should probably never have a picture of you taken dressed up as a Nazi.
Well, arguably he didn't know at the time. Right. But
or dress up as a Nazi at all in public at all.
It's just bizarre. When I think about, if I am not a Nazi, the first thing that comes to mind when I want to remember what happened during the Holocaust is not to dress up as a Nazi. It just wouldn't be the first thing. I don't know about you. I mean, what would you do, Lewis? What would be your instinct if you wanted to
educate someone on the Holocaust and what the Nazis did? And
to remember what happened. I mean, would you dress up as a Nazi? Would you put on a Hitler mustache, a fake Hitler mustache?
I don't think I would. I think I'd probably show some of those pictures of the camps.
That's you think that would be a better way to be reminded of what was going on?
I think so.
You could be right. Here's another email or voicemail that I received, and you can send us you can leave voicemails for us at 219-2-DAVID-P, referring to the Delaware Senate tonight. And it's a shame that we're going on the air before we're going to know what happened. Christine O'Donnell will be debating, and here's a voicemail I received about the Delaware Senate race.
Hi guys, I was listening to last week's podcast, and I kind of agree on the fact that O'Donnell, she's a little weird, I guess you could say, but you also have to remember, I think she's better compared to Coons, who has been quoted at saying he was known as a bearded Marxist in his younger years. There's really no straightforward winner here in the Delaware race, because both of them aren't good at all, in my opinion.
Okay, I completely disagree. I think there's a huge difference, and this is just what I was talking about before. To say that because it doesn't appear to you that one candidate is a particularly great candidate does not mean that you should be indifferent as to who wins. I mean, Christine O'Donnell has been unprecedented in terms of her incompetence as a candidate, her bizarre background, and she is wholly unqualified. Okay, a couple people said that Chris Coons was admitted to being a bearded Marxist. Listen, I'd rather choose that over Christine O'Donnell any day, and I think it'll become clear in tonight's debate.
Oh, I cannot wait for this debate. We talked about this earlier. It's going to be incredible.
I can't wait to see what happens. Wolf Blitzer will be moderating. We'll take a break. A few new members I want to say thanks to: Farah Elisa C., Michael R., Sherry L., Carol K., Samantha D., Ariana E., and Stephen P. Just a few of the new members on the Midweek Politics membership podcast. It's the best way to support the show. I'm just saying. You don't have to do it, but if you're trying to rank the ways to support the show, becoming a member on midweekpolitics.com is the best way. Let's take a break. We'll talk to Art Robinson coming up, as well as Scott Keeter from the Pew Research Center. Thanks for being on the live stream. 413-586-1750.
This is Midweek Politics with Dave Pakman.
Midweek Politics is made possible in part by the Daily Hampshire Gazette and GazetteNet.com, connecting our communities with local news and information. By DIF Design, specializing in custom business websites at DIFdesign.com. To find out more about underwriting Midweek Politics, visit midweekpolitics.com.